Good morning, everyone. Today is day 1 after chemo, round 2, and I just wanted to give you a little update of how I'm feeling. This might be interesting to people or helpful for someone else about to go through chemo. I woke up about 2.5 hours earlier than I normally do, and the reason is because I was feeling neuropathy, and my chemo heightens my sense of smell, and I'm like sensitive to lots of smells, and I felt like I could smell every fiber in the room, including every smell on the dogs. So I woke up from the neuropathy and this heightened sense of smell that was nauseating me. My nausea isn't too bad right now. It usually takes a couple days to kick in. I'm definitely feeling it with the heightened sense of smell, like I'm feeling nauseous from that, but not too bad. So I want to take advantage of that and eat as much as I can today, because when the nausea kicks in, it makes me have a loss of appetite, and I don't get in as much. And since I've been having to do the everyday weighing in, I noticed that I lose weight very quickly when my appetite drops, and then I gain it back very quickly as soon as I start to get any kind of appetite back. It's very weird. On that note, I spoke about putting good things in my body, so I'm starting my morning with a suja cold pressed organic juice. This one tastes gross, to be honest, but as you guys know from that video about eating disorders, I try to look at what good I'm putting into my body. So this has apple, celery, cucumber, kale, collard greens, and it's paired with lemon, mint tea, ginger, spinach, spirulina, chlorella, and barley grass. So I know I'm doing something good for my body. I'm sure my body will thank me. I feel better when I drink these, like so much better. And not all green juices taste nasty. This one's just nasty, but I like what it has in it. There are really good green juices out there. When we make them ourselves, we try to make them a little tastier sometimes. And then Juice It Up has a really good green juice. I haven't been there in a while, but they have a really good green juice that has pineapple, orange, and spinach, I think. And it's really tasty. And then I'll try to have another breakfast after this, something of more solid food, and hopefully get some good food in for the day before my appetite drops. I'm due for nausea medicine, but I'm too lazy to go get it, so I'm gonna wait for Kyle to bring it out. And the neuropathy, I need to get a little portable tripod thingy. Have you guys seen those? Because I'm always propping my camera somewhere weird. The neuropathy starts at about here and goes to about here on both hands or arms. Here to about here. And I mainly hear about people talking about it in their hands and feet, specifically fingers and toes. And I don't feel it in my fingers, thank goodness, because I've heard it's hard to do things when you do. Last year in chemo, I wore ice pack gloves and socks that my parents got me from Amazon, and they're specifically for during cancer treatment. I think they are specifically for during cancer treatment to help avoid getting neuropathy or as bad of neuropathy. And I wore those last year, and I forgot a couple times, but they definitely helped. I still got neuropathy, but in my arms and legs, mainly my legs. I still have it sometimes from last year, and it's usually when I am exercising or walking a lot, and I will get the neuropathy in my legs, but it comes in like waves. Last year's neuropathy comes in waves, and it'll hang around for a little while, but then goes away. And this one, I've been feeling this since yesterday evening, where it's from here to about here, since yesterday evening. And then I went to bed with it and then woke up from it because it was a little more intense at that time. And it's not that it's painful, it's just uncomfortable. And it's attention grabbing, like it woke me up. So it's lasting longer this time than it did last year. And I haven't worn my ice pack, gloves, or socks this year. The first chemo session 3 weeks ago, I forgot until the last minute that those even existed, and they weren't frozen, so I couldn't use them. And then this chemo, I froze them, but I didn't bring them with me, so that didn't help. So I'm gonna have to try to remember to bring them next time, so that hopefully it can help with my hands and feet to not get neuropathy like others get, because this neuropathy seems like it might be worse this time, and I don't want it to get in my hands and feet. Does anyone else get it in their arms and legs? Because when I look it up, everyone just talks about their hands and feet. But I'm telling you, my main spot from last year's neuropathy is my legs, like all the way up to my thighs. I don't know if it's just me or if it's other people. But I saw someone online that said that they did acupuncture for neuropathy from chemo. So I'm going to look into that. My sister's been trying to get me to try acupuncture for a while. So I will definitely do that. Don't know when. Now I'm gonna go take my nausea medicine and eat a solid breakfast. I have my new Lasta on my tummy. Like last time, I get it for 2 days after, or maybe 29 hours I think it was, after my chemo to boost my white blood cells. And I just think it's hilarious that you can see the light through my shirt. I'm like a real life robot, or so the kids say. Hey everyone, it is 1:30 now, and I am feeling much worse already. Kyle took us to brunch at Plant Power. While I still have an appetite, we're trying to fill me up with some solids, because once the appetite is gone, it's really hard to get food down. But right when we got there, you can hear the music playing on the patio, and the song playing was Angel Baby by Rosie and the Originals. And that is my song, like my song. When I was born, my mom always called me her angel baby because she said that, I believe when she was 13, I could be wrong, she said that an angel visited her and told her that she was going to have a little girl named Jennifer Lynn, and so then I was her angel baby after that. And so that was my song she would sing to me. So that was my song my whole life. And I always loved that song. And then when I fell in love with Kyle, I picked that as our wedding song, our first dance song, because it was special to me. And in the song it says something like, no one could love you like I do. And I've always felt that way about Kyle. Even when we were just best friends, I used to think no one could possibly love him as much as I do. So I don't know how he's gonna get married to someone else, because I'm gonna love him more. It was weird, we were still just friends, but I just knew no one could love him the way I do. And I really don't think anyone could love him as much as I do still. But I don't know if anyone believes in signs. I've always believed in signs. When my Auntie Kimmy was sick with cancer, she told us that she was going to visit us if it's possible. And anytime we thought we were getting a sign from her, we better believe it's her or she's going to get mad at us. And so she said, if there's a flickering light, it's me. You know, now we find dimes and we say they're from her. Long story about that. And sometimes I think, like, is it her? And then I picture her saying, you better believe it's me. Don't question it. And so I say, all right, it's Annie Kimmy. Hi, Annie Kimmy. And so I've always gotten signs from Annie Kimmy. And then the night before the tumor was found in my lung, I was really nervous going to the doctors. I knew I was going to try to get some answers about why I was struggling health-wise. And I was nervous about it. I felt like it could be bad because I was struggling so much. And so I went in the backyard with the dogs to take them outside to go potty. And while we were in the backyard, an owl flew really close over us and landed on the light post in the street and was, you know, hooing at us. And I felt like it was trying to get my attention. And, you know, he could have wanted to eat our little dogs. But I looked at it as a sign that I wasn't alone, and it made me feel so much better. And like, no matter what happens, at least I'm not alone. I have people in the physical world and people in the spirit world that are with me, and so it made me feel good. I felt like it was Annie Kimmy and God, but who knows. And then the day after we found out there was a tumor in my lung, I was really devastated, and I had a good feeling it was cancer. And I took the kids on a walk through the neighborhood, as we always do. But it was just me and the kids, and they're climbing up some dirt hill playing, and a hawk landed on the branch right above the kids, and it was just chilling, and it was flapping its wings all big at us, like trying to get our attention. And I was like, all right, I see you, I hear you. And it made me feel really good. Then I had a sign while we were waiting for the news of if it was cancer, I think, or maybe right after we found out it was cancer. I don't remember. It was early in the beginning of this journey. And we were playing in the garage. We have our garage like a family room or playroom kind of setup. And a butterfly, a monarch butterfly, flew in the garage, did a lap around me, a big circle around me. And I was like, okay, someone's trying to tell me something, there's a sign. And the song playing on the radio, I tried to observe what was going on around me to see if I was supposed to be picking something up. And the song on the radio was Bob Marley, Every Little Thing Is Gonna Be Alright. And I just loved it. And then my family friend Laura, she sent me that song a week or a couple weeks later, and she didn't know anything about that story. And she said, like, she felt like it was, she needed to tell me about that song and that every little thing was going to be all right. And then I told her my story, and we were like, whoa. She says, there's no such thing as a coincidence. And so now anytime I say to Kyle, do you think that's a sign? Or a coincidence? And he's like, no, there's no such thing as a coincidence. So I love that. It's really fun. And then Rachel, my sister's sister-in-law, she sends the most beautiful prayers to us. Literally, she has such a gift with prayer. And she sent me a prayer, and it was saying, like, asking God to give me signs that he's with me and that I'm not alone or something like that. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you could ask God for signs. Like, I know Annie Kimmy gives signs because she told me she was gonna, but I didn't know you could ask God for signs. So I found that exciting. And so now I never know who it is. Like today, the Angel Baby song, I don't know if it was God or Annie Kimmy, but I felt like it was a sign and that I wasn't alone. I felt so special getting a sign, and gives me hope, makes me feel less alone. And not that I feel alone, but you know what I mean. The way I'm feeling worse is I feel shaky and weak. I feel like the trip to Plant Power took all of the energy out of me for the day, but we'll see. I've just been on the couch since. Now Kyle's gonna have to do homework with Ellis because I just can't bring myself to do it. My heart rate has gone up. I have a really high heart rate or pulse ever since I was diagnosed with cancer. I naturally do, but it's been extra high since I was diagnosed. And I checked it right now and it's 129-ish. And I'm not sure why, but it does it all the time ever since I had cancer. And then my neuropathy is getting better. I'm not feeling it right now, knock on wood. And nausea's okay. I need more water, I can feel it. I had a headache, but I took Tylenol and that helped. I'm just feeling pretty rough, just pretty weak and shaky. Like I need to lay down, so I might take a nap. Alright, I'll get back to you with more updates. It's now around 5 p.m. and I am overheating. As you can see, I'm flush, but I don't have a fever. My temperature is good. I have a cold rag on my neck to help cool me down. I just had 2 smoothies to help cool me down. This happened to me after round 1 of this past chemo, where I was really flushed and overheated, so it seems like it's just part of this treatment, what it does to me. I'm still feeling unwell. I don't feel my neuropathy at all. Yes. I feel overheated. I feel shaky and weak, and I was feeling nauseous, but I took more nausea medicine, so that's subsided. And I'm tired and want a nap, but I'm on my prednisone and dexamethasone, I think is how you say it. I'm only on dexamethasone for yesterday and today, but it seems to be keeping me awake to where I can't nap. Kyle and the kids went to IKEA, adventurous little souls they are, and I'm here resting. Maybe I'll fall asleep, we'll see. It's a little after 6 and I am not feeling so hot. Temp is still good, but I just am burning up. Good morning, today is Friday. I stopped filming yesterday because I fell asleep and I was feeling kind of rough with the overheating and headache and nausea. So the overheating, you know, my temperature stayed good the whole day. I was just feeling like a furnace, and as you saw, I was really flush. But that started to lighten up a little, and then I took a shower to hopefully help cool me down, which it did. And then after that, I just knocked out. So I didn't film an outro. This is my outro, and then I'm going to edit and upload my symptoms of the day after chemo for you guys. I started my day off with water, and Kyle made me a fresh carrot, apple, and orange juice. The oranges are from my parents' tree in their yard. I'm sure my body will be happy with that. I do really well with hydrating after chemo, or just in life in general, but especially after chemo. So juices and waters help me so much. I woke up probably 2 hours earlier than I normally do again today because of the symptoms. This morning I'm feeling heartburn, which I'm not used to. It's something I've had ever since my esophagus issues. I'm not normally a heartburn person. And then headache, nausea, just kind of weak overall feeling, but I'm not overheating, that's nice. Not too bad so far this morning, but I'm just sitting in my cozy spot. I don't know if you guys have noticed, this has been my cozy spot for the last couple days. I don't know why. It's either this or my bed or the recliner from my parents. But today it's the corner of the couch, so I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Is it foreseeable futures? Is that what you say? All right, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.